Yes guys, Bitcoin is in a danger zone and we have less than 24 hours to confirm that we are leaving it. If we're not leaving it, we might be in trouble here. And I'm gonna show you both scenarios, the positive one and the negative one, and how you can prepare yourself for what's coming. If you think that's interesting, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video and activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these really important updates. And now let's directly get into it. So we're gonna start off here on the weekly chart because that is one of the reasons why we are right now in the danger zone. Today we're gonna have our weekly close and that will determine if we are leaving it or if we continue to trade in this danger zone and basically extend it, which never happened before. One reason that we're in that danger zone is the halving. Every time after a halving, Bitcoin is a certain time period in a so-called danger zone where we're dropping to the downside, and that is exactly what we saw here from the top from Bitcoin that we were putting in just before the halving, and afterwards Bitcoin just kept declining and getting here into this major support area of 62,400 to 59,700 approximately. Positive thing here is that today we most likely going to get our bullish crossover on the stochastic RSI, and that will be one of the signs that will tell us that we are about to leave the danger zone, and Bitcoin could still technically chop around a little bit, but we will not go back to under $60,000 in that scenario once we are putting here our buy signal in on the stochastic RSI. The upwards resistance, the imminent resistance remains on the weekly chart of $69,200. Once that is broken, we definitely go past $70,000 and then finally going to stay there. Now, in terms of the halving and the exact danger zone and how long this danger zone and every cycle is going onwards is something that I want. The danger zone, like I just mentioned, is just after the halving every single time. And this danger zone goes on for a period of approximately 21 days. And afterwards we start a consolidation phase and then see a move to the upside into our next massive bull run here. So once we are leaving this transitional phase. And we saw this in the last bull run, and now we are seeing the same thing here again. So we have technically left on the 3-day chart the danger zone already, but we need the nail in the coffin with the weekly close to confirm that. Once we get the weekly close today, we know that we're starting to be in the transitional phase, and once we're leaving the transitional phase, we're starting then to get into bull market territory, and that is the area where you need to be already in all your spot long-term positions for most of them. Because if you miss now this last window of that accumulation phase, I can tell you, you're gonna miss out on massive profits. In the grand scheme of things, it will not look much that you're gonna lose, but let's say you miss a 200% move over a span of 3 weeks, you get into this coin after that move, the coin goes on and makes another 10, 20x. But you missed 2x in the beginning that you could have added to your 10, 20x, and that makes a huge difference. That can make a really big difference. I want to show you that. That you understand what kind of difference that can make. Let's say Bitcoin goes up. So this is now illustrative, you know, for altcoins. Just want to show you that. So let's say this is then when you get in and Bitcoin pulls, let's say Bitcoin pulls 5x. Now I want to show you if you would have stayed in here, or if you would have bought at the beginning of the phase, or in this transitional zone somewhere, how much the difference is. So you would have missed out on 11x, because you have here 17x, you have here 5x, so sorry, even 12x that you would have missed out by not buying in that transitional zone where we are sitting in right now. So even if I move it a little bit higher up, it's still 10x difference from the move that you missed. So this is a big difference, as you can see. So that's why I'm telling you, in altcoins, you want to make sure that you are now in this final window here, position yourself before we are leaving this area and starting to get into bull market territory. Really important, guys. Now, when we go back to Bitcoin on the 4-hourly chart is trying right now to break this downward sloping channel, but we got stopped also from a horizontal level here of the $61,400 level that stopped us, and also the downward sloping resistance line of this downward trending channel was another resistance that's holding us down right now. But I don't believe that this is holding for a really long time, and I really see here a break coming over the next coming hours, because all indicators are in alignment. The MACD is about to give a buy signal in the next 59 minutes. The stochastic is pointing to the upside with a buy signal. The RSI is trending to the upside, wants to reclaim the 50% level, which will mark then again bullish territory. So here is a lot of things in alignment right now and in confluence for a push to the upside. And I believe that the initial move could get us, I think, into this resistance area here of $62,600 to $63,100. That will be the first target here to the upside. If you want to catch that trade, then enter at $61,400 with a 15-minute candle close, and then trade this to around $63,100. From there, we can reassess if we see Bitcoin gets accepted above that price level of $63,000 and is starting to consolidate. I would stay in this trade, because then most likely we are going to push higher. And if you see that we are getting rejected there, then just put your stop loss at $62,600. And if it turns against you, you will get stopped out after roughly 2% of a profit. If you trade this with 25x, it's still 50% that you would have banked here on that specific trade. We are still here also in a massive inverse head and shoulders pattern. I'm going to show you that now on the next chart. Nothing has really changed there. And also here a breakout might be imminent. Here on this daily chart, what we are seeing here is that we are finding acceptance above the $60,600 level. Remember, guys, I told you that was really important that we hold this. And here comes the other reason why I believe that we are going up. Put in a reversal pattern that will lead to a move to the upside. For that, we need that this daily candle that we're having right now is coming a little bit higher. The best case scenario would be if we close above $62,300 to the least, and the most bullish outcome to get this close would be at above $63,350. If we would get that kind of close, that would be a strong signal that Bitcoin is ready to now go back to the upside. In both cases, if we break above 62,300 or 63,000, doesn't matter. In both cases, we would signal a reversal back to the upside. Another reason for that would be that we would reclaim the 100 moving average here in blue, which is also acting as a resistance right now. So as you can see, Bitcoin is trapped here between 60,600 and the 100 moving average. Once we are breaking above the 100 moving average, we should see continuation here on the daily chart to the upside. Sorry guys, I did not realize the microphone was all the time up there and not down here. I hope the audio is fine. If not, then now it's getting better. On the liquidation levels, here is something that gives me a little bit of headache, because we see here that we are not the only people seeing this, and we know this by all the over leveraged long positions that are just below us. So I would not rule out to get one quick flush to the downside, and then we finally move to the upside here. One reason for that is that we are here basically in a bear flag that could bring us down to like $58,000 approximately, 58,500, something like that. And the other reason is just the over-leveraged long positions that we are seeing here. So here also, if we get a break above $62,500, I think the direction is clear where we are going, especially if we close the 4-hourly candle above that level. Then most likely the next target will be 64,600, and from there we would break even higher, because we would then break the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Right now, I believe that this is just an extended right shoulder that can happen sometimes. Or actually, no, it's not. It's not. If you look here, left shoulder, here the right shoulder, so this is absolutely fine. We just want to see a break of the neckline of this downwards trending line here. And once that is happening, remember guys, the technical target of this is approximately all the way up here at like $69,000. Or it was even higher, I think it was like 70. I want to give you accurate numbers here, guys. So let's measure it like this. And then we're going to measure it the other way also. So this would bring us to $72,208. And if we measure it with a breakout from here, so also this would bring us to $71,465. So that's the exact reason why I'm already positioned in a trade that I'm going to show you in a moment. Also, the liquidation heat map is painting a similar picture. See, most of the liquidity is sitting right now. Oh, it actually moved down. So I guess a lot of shorts have closed their position. Where did they go? Let's see here on the daily chart. Here on the daily chart, there are 33 million, almost $34 million worth of liquidations at $61,643. And as you can see, we are closer to that level than all the liquidity below us. And also here is not as much as liquidity stacked than what we are seeing here above us, which again would add fuel to the case that we see here soon a big upwards move in Bitcoin. You see, most of the short liquidity is sitting at $63,600 and $700 right now, all the way up to like $64,800. Here's like $141 million in short liquidations if we get up there. So I think here in total, there's like over a billion or $2 billion worth of short liquidations sitting right now. Yeah, there's like over $1 billion worth of short almost $2 billion worth of short liquidations sitting only in that cluster here, from $63,500 to like $65,000. So once we're getting here the short squeeze from down here, when we break above $62,400 and getting here in this void, and we get the short squeeze to 64, we could see a really quick acceleration to the upside here in one big major candle that we are waiting for. Now here on this chart, we're also seeing a nice bounce of this downward sloping trend line here right now. As long as we are continuing to keep this trajectory, we should, like I just said, continue to the upside. And here the imminent resistance is $67,000, again in alignment with the liquidation levels. What we don't want to see is that Bitcoin turns around, starts breaking into its current support. That would be really bad right now. But things are looking more bullish than bearish from what I'm seeing. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade with me anywhere, and especially the course I give you absolutely for free, trade on BLOFIN, you stand you can actually get a ROLEX there just by depositing some money, up to $7,500 worth of bonuses and 10% of cashback on the money that you deposit. So definitely check this out. Also on BYBIT, you still get $30,000 if you use the link down below. And if you don't, if you cannot use BYBIT, then use Margex or Phemex. They are equally good in my opinion. You can use them if you're in the UK or in the US, amazing platforms. All the links are in the pinned comment below and in the description of this video, so make sure that you use them. So, and here you can see I have actually my BLOFIN trade that I showed the other day, which is right now starting to make profits here. Here on this 1 hourly chart, you can also see, if you want to, the consolidation here as ascending triangle. So if this triangle would break to the upside, even though it has a bearish bias, then this would already bring us to like $62,448. Do I actually have? Yes, I have. Here, $63,500 is my take profit on this position. Just let me see here. If I update this to 64,400, yes. So that will give me like a 65% profit on that specific trade here once we are getting the break. And it looks, as you can see, quite good for a break it to the upside right now. Now, altcoins, also really important if we talk about them, because it looks like that most of the fear enter greed is out of the market. So we are kind of neutral right now. And this is also what we were waiting for, to get a neutral stance on the fear and greed index so that we can start building positions again. Now, when we look at the total market cap, here on the total market cap, I definitely still want to see that the total market cap by today comes back another, what is it, $50 billion. Yes, I want to see another $50 billion coming in today. Or by tomorrow, that we come back into this support resistance flip zone, and from there see continuation to the upside. If we are not seeing this and we see further rejection to the downside, even though Bitcoin might go up, that can happen simultaneously because people are going to sell off on altcoins more than what's coming in on the Bitcoin side. This can happen, so then we could still see a break, this turning into resistance, and then we see some more consolidation for a week or two before we get the break to the upside. But again, for now, it doesn't look like it. I just want to get confirmation, and the confirmation will be if we can close at least here at the bottom range of that support and resistance zone. If we can get that, then things are looking good, that we are pushing to the upside massively next week and can make a lot of money here on this channel. When we're looking at the USDT dominance, also that is dropping right now. Remember, guys, I told you this upward sloping trend line should act as resistance. It is acting as resistance. If we see some follow through here, then also here we put in a reversal pattern with these 3 candles that will bring us under 5% once again. And then I would like to see some follow through where we go then here under 4.75%, get a retest, get a confirmed retest that this is resistance, and continue to trend lower here once again. Quick look on the daily chart for Ethereum. Also here we are putting in a potential reversal pattern if we can break a little bit higher. You see here from this bear pennant, the upward sloping support line is now acting as resistance. Once we are breaking above that, that will be the first sign for a potential move to the upside. The indicators are in alignment for that already, because we are getting here fading selling pressure on the MACD with a potential buy signal by today or tomorrow. The RSI is putting in a small bullish divergence right now on the daily chart, and the stochastic is about also to bottom out here and giving us a buy signal by today or tomorrow. So also here on the daily chart, things are looking good for an upwards move in Ethereum and a potential end of this multiple weeks ongoing downtrend that and correction that we have seen here across the board. When we're looking at Solana is still within our second buy zone, and here I believe you need to be quick to scoop up some Solana because also here I believe that a big move is brewing right now here to the upside. Definitely go and position yourself. I forgot to make the Excel spreadsheet. That's something that I wanted to do today. I'm gonna make it later. Just after the video, give me a couple hours. Give me like 4 or 5 hours, something like that. And I'm gonna put it in the description of the video, the link, because I want to start tracking the trades that I'm giving here, guys. Don't forget, I entered kind of like here, and my target is all the way up here. So my stop loss is kind of like here. So this is one of the trades that I'm having right now. So I'm gonna make a spreadsheet that we start tracking how profitable we are on this channel. So here, regardless, I expect a move to the upside because we are flatlining for quite a while. You're on a stochastic already, which is showing me that pressure is building up for a move to the upside. And also the RSI is pointing to the same picture here with an uptick, which will be confirmed when we are breaking above the 50% mark here. Pendle is still under this massive resistance line here, but also here, given maybe another 48 hours, then I definitely expect a big move here to the upside. And watch today's candle. This can still flip green and get a push to the upside. Again, when you see this, so there will be a reversal confirmation, and you want to make sure that in that case you buy here in that area of $4.45 to $4.64 because we are then leaving this downwards trend and start breaking to the upside for Pendle. So also this is a trade that I'm going to post in the Excel spreadsheet. Then fetch, just let me get a higher time frame. Also here, fetch bounced beautifully off the $2.70 area. I told you that will be an area where you should get into it to trade this to $2.80 approximately. I'm in since $2.12. So, but I leave it that way because that's, like I said, the public call that I made. And my stop loss would be here under $2 if we would ever get it. But also momentum here massively pointing to the upside right now. If you want to play it super, super safe, wait for a break of this downward sloping trend line. If you're not in it yet, you would still make some good profit here, you know. So it's now 29 if you got in from $2.70. If you get in kind of like from here, you would still get a 25% move to the upside on leverage. Even with 5x, that's a really, really juicy move here. The next one that I want to talk about is ICP, because ICP on the daily is also showing a lot of signs that we are finally getting a break to the upside. Give it another 24 hours. I believe then we're going to see here a nice pop. And that is then also your signal to get into this with a 1 hourly confirmation above this downward sloping resistance line. And guys, that's it already for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you smash off the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.